On a tense morning, news breaks of a tactical nuclear strike by Israel on a secret Iranian facility. The world holds its breath as Iran retaliates, launching ballistic missiles at Tel Aviv. What once seemed a distant threat now unfolds into a reality that shakes the globe, making every headline feel more like a scene from a blockbuster movie than everyday news. As the dust settles, airstrikes devastate Israeli infrastructure, and Washington faces an urgent decision. Thousands fall victim to the chaos, leading U.S. forces to respond with strikes on Iranian targets in Syria and Iraq. Global powers swiftly align, with Pakistan supporting Iran, while India firmly backs the U.S., shifting the balance of power in ways no one could have predicted. As the conflict escalates, the chance of nuclear engagement looms large. Washington fires hypersonic missiles at Iranian nuclear facilities, spurring an arms race that brings both sides closer to the unthinkable. Tensions soar as retaliatory strikes become a grim reality. The aftermath is simply devastating. Millions perish, economies collapse, and nations face famine. Nuclear fallout reshapes landscapes, turning familiar places into wastelands, leaving humanity to grapple with the high price of its choices. A dark world emerges from the ashes of war, and daily life feels like a distant memory. After years of relentless devastation, global powers finally call for peace. A new world order begins to take shape, but the scars of war remind humanity of its darkest hour, an indelible lesson etched in history that still echoes in our hearts. The cost of conflict is heavy, and it's a reminder that unity and understanding might be the path forward. In today's world, the threat of nuclear conflict feels more tangible than ever. With tensions rising globally, each day brings new headlines that stir anxiety in all of us. Just recently, we've seen countries like the US and North Korea engage in dangerous displays of military might. Tactical nuclear weapons have been launched, showcasing a level of aggression that leaves many of us wondering, where could this lead? With nations reacting in panic, the situation escalates. Pakistan threatens India, while Russia and the US exchange heated words. The ensuing chaos shakes our world markets, sending the prices of essential goods skyrocketing. As missiles fly, innocent lives hang in the balance. Entire cities crumble and millions are displaced, facing unimaginable hardship, a true humanitarian disaster that few are prepared for. This conflict doesn't just destroy lives, it dismantles economies. Countries face staggering inflation and societies are thrown into disarray. Chaos reigns as we grapple with our new reality. Ultimately, the lesson here is clear. History repeats itself, and war doesn't favor anyone. As we reflect on this, can we find a way to safeguard our future? Let's hope so. In a world where today's arrogance often risks tomorrow's peace, let's reflect on the consequences of our actions. War is not just a conflict. It leaves behind nameless graves that echo the voices of our children, their futures darkened by prideful decisions. Imagine a scenario where nations unite instead of divide. Division only weakens us, while unity gives us strength. Borders are mere lines on a map. Death doesn't recognize them. We all share this world, and our fates are intertwined. Looking back, we have countless lessons. From Hiroshima to the chaotic aftermath of world wars, history begs us to learn. It urges us not to make foolish mistakes again. World leaders today must listen to the youth who crave peace and prosperity. They want a future filled with hope, not one stained by conflict. So let's paint a brighter vision together, choosing collaboration over confrontation. Together, we can create a world where peace prevails, ensuring that life flourishes rather than fades away.